Hello, my name is Essence Nelson, and welcome to my Pecha Kucha presentation. For my semester project, I am creating a music video in homage to the works of Jen Nikiro. Throughout this presentation, I will explain how she uses camera angles and movements to illustrate blackness taking up space. Jen Nikiro is a British-Nigerian filmmaker who has worked with artists ranging from Beyonce and Pharrell to Kamasi Washington. Her work has been defined as Pan-African and Afrofuturistic for the way her films accentuate blackness in the past as well as in its potential future. What do I mean by blackness taking up space? I am referring to Black people infiltrating institutions that have historically excluded Black culture and identities. These institutions can be physical or metaphorical. In her work, Nikiro treats the camera as both a mechanism and as an institution itself. Nikiro uses three methods in her work to illustrate blackness taking up space: long shots when the subject is in motion, an array of medium, close-up, and extreme close-up shots, and keeping her subjects symmetrical and centered inside the camera frame. Nikiro's utilization of long shots are to encapsulate the environments of her films and her subjects' place or lack thereof inside the space. Looking at the sequence of Black to Techno, notice that the manufacturing plant is the institution, and the women and their music are the infiltrating force inside of it. We see a similar sequence of long shots in Nikiro's earlier works in Vogue. Rather than blackness taking up a space of an opposing institution, this sequence is of Black queerness existing in a space made against excluding institutions. Nikiro is also known to use zooms to enhance the subject in view. Examples of this include her Women Are Present video, as well as in Brown Skin Girl, with the former being more dramatic to match the kinetic energy of the dancer, and the latter more subtle to enhance the features of the women seen in the video. Looking at her work Women Are Present, as well as the Carter Apeshit video, we see that Nikiro often creates shots that fill her subject into the space, in these cases the Tate Museum and the Louvre. When critiquing Apeshit, Jenny Gunn offers that Nikiro negates the idea of blackness residing outside societal ontology. Close-ups are present in all of her work, but none more so than in her film, Rebirth is Necessary. In it, Nikiro uses a montage of both shot and archival profile close-ups of Black children and families, enveloping the shots with their forms. Another camera technique used by Nikiro to illustrate blackness taking up space is symmetry. Nikiro's use of symmetry is seen in almost all of her works. Much like the close-up, Nikiro seeks to put her Black subjects in the center of the frame, making sure that every shot is focused entirely on their being. Film has never been dedicated to the Black form, especially not in Nikiro's Pan-African imagination. In these shots taken from a plethora of her work, we see Nikiro transform the camera as a mechanism to an institution itself to take up space against. With all this in mind, for my project, I am creating a music video using similar camera angles and movements seen throughout much of Nikiro's work, especially in the works In Vogue and Women Are Present, to demonstrate blackness taking up space. For this project, I specifically wanted to imitate this scene seen in the center of the Carter's Apeshit music video, as well as these scenes from the artists Chloe and Halle's 2015 and 2021 music videos, Drop and Ungodly Hour, respectively. using the song Too On by the British artist Brie Renway. I was interested in her song because of the crashing bass lines and almost techno-like tempo, a reference to Nakiro's use of Sleater-Kinney's one beat and techno mixes seen in her works Women Are Present and In Vogue. While working on my project, I wanted to exactly recreate this scene in Rebirth is Necessary, as well as this one from Hub Tones, as I feel that they both perfectly portray Nakiro's use of symmetry and keeping subjects center focus. I wanted my piece to have a more narrative storytelling aspect to it, which is quite different compared to Nakiro's thematic pieces. I am telling the story of two tethered beings, both alike and completely different, having an argument through dance. These beings are tethered together by their braids. Excusing my rudimentary art skills, as you can see, this is the shot list that I compressed from my music video, and in it I am referencing either Nakiro's use of close-ups, in this example of Brown Skin Girl, or her use of symmetry, seen in this example of Fist of Fury. Finally, I wanted to reference Black performance a la Elizabeth Chen. Black performance has always been held to the standard of white audiences, but Nakiro's work has always imagined Black performers in front of Black audiences. I too wanted to reference that in my work. From the moment I saw her first piece, I have been so inspired by Jen Nakiro. I hope that my own project can reflect not only her Pan-African imagination, but how she uses the camera to show Blackness taking up space. This concludes my Pecha Kucha presentation for my senior project on Jen Nakiro and how she uses camera angles and movements to demonstrate Blackness taking up space. Seen are all of my credits and sources. Thank you all for watching.